Abby, and we're super excited for today's lesson.
And today's lesson is called Apple ABCs, and we are so excited. I hope you guys are too.
So first thing we're gonna do is read this book. It's called Apples and Pumpkins, and then we're gonna do a super fun lesson.
And then we're gonna give you guys a quick rundown of vocab, and then we're gonna show off the materials, and then we'll get straight into the lesson.
Okay, so our first vocab word is harvest. And if you know what harvest means, pause this video and comment down below. And to harvest something is to collect something from the ground. So if I were to go to a pumpkin harvest, I'm going to collect the pumpkin off the ground and take it home.
Word alphabet. And you guys are probably familiar with it, but if you want, you can go ahead and pause the video and try and guess what alphabet means. But alphabet are the letters of our day-to-day lives. For example, your name has letters of the alphabet. So my name is Maria. The alphabet would be M-A-R-I-A.
So your next vocab word is sequence. And a sequence is basically when something happens in order. So let's say our ABCs happen in order. A, B, C.
And our final and fourth word is stringing. Can anybody tell me what stringing means? But stringing means is to get a piece of yarn or a string, and you go ahead and loop it or string it into the desired hole, like so. Or the word string is also another word that you can use, and that is to fasten or tie together other things.
So now we're gonna read our book, Apples and Pumpkins. So yeah.
Apples and pumpkins. When red and yellow leaves are on the trees, we go to the Comstock farm to pick apples and pumpkins. Mr. Comstock gives us a bushel basket to put our apples in. My father picks apples, and my mother does too. I climb into a little apple tree and pick the reddest apples of all. When our basket is full of red and shiny apples, how many apples are in the basket, guys? We can count to see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 apples in the basket. We go to the field where the pumpkins grow. I look and look until I find the best pumpkin of them all. My father cuts it from the vine. I carry it back to the car. At home, we carve a jack-o'-lantern face on our big orange pumpkin. We put the candle inside and light it. Now our pumpkin is scary and funny too. On Halloween night, we put our pumpkin on the doorstep. My mother gives away lots of red and shiny apples for trick or treat. And on this page, you can see that the kid is dressed up as a pirate. There's a little ghost, there's a princess, and there's the little red costume. While I go trick-or-treating up and down our street. And you can see here that she's a witch. The end.
So for today's activity, the materials you will need are some paintbrushes,
Some red paint,
a hole puncher,
a plate,
some markers or Sharpies,
yarn,
And some colored construction paper.
And some scissors. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is grab your paper plate and you're gonna paint it red. And then you have to wait for it to dry.
Miss Marissa and I will now be painting our plates red with our paintbrushes. Remember to let your plate dry for at least 10 minutes. Then you can start drawing on your letters with your marker. Make sure not to put them in ABC order. Now with parents' help, you are going to hole punch your plate.
So now that we have finished writing our alphabet letters and hole punching, we are now going to begin to assemble our little apple.
So you're gonna use brown construction paper and we're gonna cut out a stem. And then you're gonna use green construction paper to cut out a leaf.
Okay, now we are gonna cut out our leaf and our stem for our apple. We forgot to mention that you're also gonna need glue to glue on your stem and your leaf. Now we are going to use our glue and put it on the back of our plate to glue on our stem and our leaf.
Okay, now that we're done gluing our stem and our leaf, it should look like this.
We're going to begin stringing the string or yarn into the little holes of the apple plate.
Now we are going to start stringing our yarn through our plate. You want to make sure when you start with A that you put a knot so there's no way for the string to move. Make sure we are going in A to Z order, like a sequence. Now we are starting with A, and A stands for apple, which is what our plate is painted like. The next letter I'm stringing it through is B. B for bug. When you are done stringing your yarn through all the loopholes, make sure to tie a knot so it doesn't come loose.
Okay. So now that we have finished reading the book and did the activity, we are now going to go over some of the things we did.
So give me a second. I wanted to, okay, how do I start?
So we wanted to go and review the vocab that we have learned. So the first one is we have alphabet. Can you guys pause the video or tell me in the comments which letter of the alphabet matches the first letter of your name?
The second word we're gonna go over is harvest, and this is one of our vocab words. Have you guys ever harvested a pumpkin? Sometimes when you go to a pumpkin patch, you can harvest a pumpkin. Have you ever been to a pumpkin patch? Tell me in the comments.
And the third word that we're going to review is sequence. And today we went in sequence order because we did the book and we did the activity.
Our next word is stringing. We strung the yarn through the holes to get the alphabet.
We are so excited to see what you guys have created.
Send us pictures, send us regular pictures because we really, really want to see it. Bye!